the anchor. When a relationship means something to you, when it matters to you, when you really care about somebody, love is the fucking anchor. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? We are reviewing Southern Charm New Orleans, Season 1, Episode number 3, 50 Shades of Cray. If it's your first time visiting my channel, what up, though? Go ahead, click that red subscribe button so you could be a ray of sunshine, and click that notification bell so you're alerted of all my videos I upload going forward. Let me take a step back because it's trying to focus and I need you guys to see me. Is it focused? Are we in? Okay, let me just say this. Y'all gonna be mad at me today because I still don't like Reagan. Okay, I don't give a fuck how much she was crying this episode. I don't like her. She is so fucking selfish. Okay, so we pick up where we left off. They all leave John's party. Maybe it's the glasses that's making it not be able to focus on me. So we leave John's party. Like I was there too, right? We leave John's party. They go in their respective cars. Both of whom have drivers because they've been drinking, and they don't want to promote drunk driving on TV, which is great. Call me an Uber. I got somewhere to be. And you guys remember me saying that Reagan was just way too disrespectful for me to her husband in front of those people. And it seemed to have continued when they got into the car. Like, it was almost like she was down talking him. First, she was like, he doesn't drink that much. And then she was like, he's starting to drink too much. I was confused. Which one is it? Does he drink a lot, or is this just something because of what's happening in his life? I just want to see how many of you agree with Tamika, that John should have invited Tamika and Reagan to the party because there were going to be single women there. Y'all let me know down below in the comments. I know I asked y'all last week, and a lot of you felt like it wasn't necessary, but I just want to, when she sat and clarified why she thought, did that change your mind as to what should have been done? I mean, considering the entire episode and how it unfolded all the way to the end, I want to know down below. I'm still like, he didn't need to invite them. You just need to trust your spouse. I'm still in that space. Anyway, I want to see what you have to say. You could see visibly and vocally that Jeff was unhappy with Reagan's behavior in John's home. How she was like, I'll freaking deal with you later, Jeff. Like, they're just some things we cannot do as wives, as girlfriends. I mean, we've got opinions, and there is a place and a time for everything. It's ironic she would tell Tamika that later. And somehow she turned this whole thing around and made it about her. I don't know how she always seems to do that. She didn't consider him. He is in a vulnerable space. And I was glad to see Jeff actually standing up for himself. Now, it did get a little crazy when he hopped out of the car and started just walking around in somebody else's on somebody else's property. And when Barry said it says it's no trespassing, and you don't want to go on nobody's land in the South where it says no trespassing because you'll get shot. And I'm thinking, you a black man on top of that, honey, they're gonna show enough shoot your ass. So get your ass, you know what, just Jeff, like that's all you gonna need to do, at least. And actually, Barry made a valid point in the car with Tamika. He said that Reagan is antagonizing him. Like, he's already got a lot of stuff going on. Why is she continuing to compound with her nonsense of nagging and so forth? Would y'all agree? I'm going to wholeheartedly agree with that. To the point where you saw that Jeff didn't want to be around her. So finally they get Jeff to relax, and Barry takes him back to the French Quarter condo. Well, Reagan goes there the next morning, and he does look very disheveled, like he had just fell asleep on the floor, on the hardwood floor from being drunk and aggravated. And I don't remember now, there was no food at the party. So he was drinking straight Patron or shots or whatever they were drinking on an empty stomach. So add that on top of whatever mental health issues he has going on, the depression, the anger, it's just a trigger. It's either going to be an upper or a downer. It affects your mood. Whatever mood you're in, it heightens your mood, right? Yeah. So here's a few things from the conversation that Reagan and Jeff were having in the house. I feel like Reagan is continuously triggering him with, the concussion conversation and kind of down talking him and saying, I don't know what to do. You need help. Now, I am going to agree that he needs to seek therapy, right? And he is in agreement that it's spiraling, it's getting out of control, and he really probably does need to go and talk to somebody. But my thing is, her solution is to go back home and pack some things because they need some time apart. As she was talking through the episode and she was saying how they had been together since she was an undergrad, I was like, okay, so she really wants her freedom. She's been with him and she really wants her freedom. And this is just an opportunity for her to get it. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't like Reagan. I don't give a fuck about all that crying she was doing. And I just love him and I just want him to get some help. You are considering yourself. When she said, I gotta work, and he was like, okay. It's almost like, to me, I feel like Reagan was in the situation while things were good, while money was good, while he was a saint, while he was bringing in the dough and he was a football player. But the moment things got rough, she ready to bail. The moment he ain't able to just take care of her and everything and it be fine, and then now ain't no more money saved. Now she's like, oh, the ship is sinking. I gotta go. I need to go find me a new bag to secure on top of my own, because we see that she is an entrepreneur in this episode too. Anyway, so we get a glimpse of Justin and Kelsey at their home. And we find out that they're going to have their house renovated, the entire thing. And if they're gone, it'll be about 3 or 4 months for them to have it renovated, as long as they get approved by the bank, right? So Justin's all like, well, my parents say we can stay with them. Girl, no. And he admitted to being a mama's boy. It is not good for any relationship for you to stay with their parents. I don't give a fuck how much or how convenient it is. That is still his mother. Mamas have a way of inserting themselves. I'm a mother. We have a way of inserting ourselves in situations that do not really include us, or really none of our business. But when you in my house and you staying in my house, it's all my business, baby. So I'm not for her staying there with her boyfriend, right? Her boyfriend, not her husband, not her fiance, because he really ain't got to stand up for her in that situation. I'm just saying. I really think, I know we want to save money and it's economical, but listen, y'all got 2 incomes. Look like both of you guys are doing well for yourselves. Get you a little single sublet or something for 4 months. Listen, don't go stay with the mom. So we see Tamika and Reagan goes to visit and they have like a little hug because she wants to be there for her friend because she's not doing so well. Listen, I don't like either one of them bitches. Okay, I need them to insert a new woman into the situation because I'm not a fan of either of them for almost the same reason, but different reasons. So Reagan pissed me off, right? She's married. They're married. And she said to Tamika, I can't be his counselor, his wife, his best friend. The fuck you mean you can't? You are in this together. You are his wife, his counselor, his best friend, his lover. You everything that he needs. Now, you're going to need some outside support, okay, for a therapist. But baby, you are everything that he needs. Otherwise, he goes somewhere else. Okay, y'all might not agree with me on this, but she is everything that he needs. You need somebody to talk to. You want to talk about your problems? I'm here for you. I'm going to provide you a solution. Babe, I'm here as a listening ear, but I really think you need to see somebody. You want me to fuck the shit out of you? That's what I'm going to do. You want me to cook? That's what I'm going to do. I feel like Reagan is already looking for a way out. Because when Tamika said to her that her and Barry had the children to think of, she said, well, we don't have an anchor. What's going to hold us together? Bitch, you really was only in it while he had money. Well, it was beneficial financially for you because love is the anchor. When a relationship means something to you, when it matters to you, when you really care about somebody, love is the fucking anchor. I ain't gonna say that enough. Love is the anchor. You just can't walk away from some shit without really putting in good effort. Knowing that you've tried everything you can. At least that's the way I see it. And maybe I'm wrong, and y'all can tell me down below in the comments. Because, baby, I was looking at her like, oh, yeah, she's shady, and she been looking for a way out. And the one thing Tamika said, which I'm going to have to agree with, that they're both running. He got out of the car because he was running from something, which is their marriage and what's happening in his life. And she goes to the French Quarters because she's running from something, which is dealing with the issue at hand. And maybe she really don't love him, which made me just think about, she's always hollering, I love you. Love is an action word. It's not just an adjective. It's not just a noun. It is an action word. And her fucking actions do not say that I love you. They say that I'm tired and I'm ready to walk away from our relationship. Do y'all agree with me or not? So we see Barry. I'm glad that we see Barry's employment, that he owns Fuel, a gym, and he's talking to Justin about the situation that happened the night before with Jeff, or however long before with Jeff, and how he was a different person. Now, I'm going to ask y'all this. Have you ever been so angry that you separate? Like you don't realize? Me and my mother and my brother call it leaving the train, leaving the station. It's one of those things that you see happening, but you can't stop. Like you're trying to stop it, but you can't. And so for me, as when I see what my trigger is, like somebody saying something that is not very kind, or is I feel disrespectful to me. But when I find myself going to a different place, I go ahead and say, okay, now it's time to shut down because it's not going to be a good situation. So then we see Barry, who meets with Gian, Tamika's arch nemesis, right? Because she has her shit together. She is a client of his and also a friend. So he meets her for drinks and they talk business because she's a successful businesswoman. And he, tries to get her opinion on some things and sort of get her as a mentor since she's successful in business. But what I want to say is during that whole confessional. So if you remember, they said something about Tamika kept saying that Barry was cheating, when they were having their issues, that he was cheating. And he was like, I'm not, or whatever. I think Tamika said in her confessional. But in this confessional with them together, she was like, I'm not a jealous woman. He can flirt and he can blah, blah, blah. No, he can't. Because, baby, you was all the way jealous. You're jealous of everything, including yourself. Like, you are not as strong as you are making things out to be. You are definitely very much so jealous. And I'm going to say the word that she hated, insecure. So then we see Jeff, and Jeff invites Justin and John over because he wants their input on, what pin goes with what suit because of Reagan's jewelry line. They are having a debut party, a launch party or something in an upcoming days. And so they needed the assistance. He wanted the assistance of the fellas, and he's trying to just kind of recover from the issue from at John's party. What we find out is once he stopped playing football, he went and got his MBA. Okay. We also found out that, as one of them put it, Reagan is the car. The outside, it looks good. Oh, it smells nice. But Jeff is the engine that runs the business. All the details, all the money, all the shipping, just to make sure things go as planned. So I realized that that's why she thinks that she can control him and she can talk any kind of way to him, down to him, like she's his boss. But that ain't how that shit works in any kind of relationship, whether it be working relationship, intimate relationship, friendship, whatever, kinship. Y'all know how I feel about them ships. That's not how that shit works. This is a partnership. Your marriage is a partnership. So I feel like that's why she feels like that she can talk down to him, maybe because she thinks he's beneath her. Nah, boo. He's actually the glue. It was funny to see that Reagan couldn't walk in them shoes up them heels. Bitch, take them shoes off and walk barefoot. But let's talk about the event. Let's talk about the jury party. First off, I thought the venue looked very nice. And as you can see, who was there? Jeff was there setting everything up with the event planners and the event planner or whoever the people were, making sure things were in order, that the suit jackets looked nice, the flowers were placed, the pictures were on the wall. Honey, in that picture, John is fine. Do you hear me? He's too young for me. But he fine. We start seeing people walk up, and I was like, okay, John, with all them abs, your body is amazing, and so is your friend's body. It's amazing too. No shirt. I like it. I like the look, and you saw that those chickens liked the look too. Can we take a picture with you? Can we, John? Baby, can we take a picture with you? So, yeah, Tamika's messy ass. Let's just talk about it. I was like, you too messy and don't know when it's appropriate to have these conversations. You in the middle of an event and you gonna tell your friend Justin that you don't think that Kelsey is the one? First off, what's your beef with? What is your beef with Kelsey? You don't even know the girl. What's your beef with her? Exactly. But you said, well, I don't think that she's the one for you. Well, how in the hell would you know if she's the one? I mean, I guess we do get a feeling if we're really close to him or whatever. But I'm just saying, y'all, I can't see. I always try to put them on and can't see. I understand you trying to give some advice, but that ain't how. And then on top of it, you say, well, is she the one? Now, this is where it got me, okay? When he was like, she's the best thing going, or close to it, he should have been emphatically, yes, she is the one. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. A man knows whether or not you're marriage material within a month, and knows whether or not he wants to marry you if you are the one within 6 months. I say that's some shit I pulled from the air. Fellas, would you agree? I can't really ask you ladies, but I can. Would you agree? I believe that to be true. My pastor had said it one time, and I was like, that's true. That is really true. They know whether or not they want to be with you or not, and if you worth fighting for or not. So anyway, the girl, Kelsey, walks up, and she tells her about the conversation, and I'm all like, oh my God. And then tells her, well, he said he didn't answer. And she was like, oh, well, I'm glad to know it. Like, you didn't just started some shit, Tamika. And then here come Miss Reagan talking about my guests are uncomfortable. And there's a time and a place for everything. She don't know the correct time and place for shit her own damn self. I'm going to need her to shut the fuck up. And then it goes from 0 to 100 real quick, because now John wants to talk to Tamika and address the situation that occurred at the party. He really wants to apologize and really wants her to see things his way. Honey, and it was nice to see Cray. Y'all know Cray from Blame It on Cray on Instagram, sensation Cray. He be TT Cray. And they're having the conversation. And John says, you're insecure. There's some white lady there, and she's all like, it's about respect, not about insecurity, and you should have invited them. Cray butts in and he says, I have a word, it's insecure. And she's all like, expound on it. And he should have expounded, because I would have said what I've been saying. It's not whether or not your man is in an environment with a bunch of pretty women. He works in the gym. He's in the gym with a bunch of beautiful women all the time. It's about, do you trust him and what he's going to do around them? And if you don't, that says something about yourself and what your relationship is with your husband. I ain't gonna keep drilling that in y'all head, but y'all know how I feel about that. So Barry comes in, and to me, though he has a body and stuff, he's getting less and less attractive to me, because he's really got some bitch assness going on with him. And I get him trying to defend his wife's honor, but you know, the whole, oh, you look like a parrot. Are you a parrot? You a parrot. Well, at least I don't look like one. Really got you upset and wanting to fight. You a bit of a hothead too. And I get you wanting to defend her honor. So you could have just been like, dude, don't disrespect my wife. This is my wife. You didn't have to go get on and on and on. And Cray was like, well, as long as you don't touch me, we good, because I'm going to sue the boots off of you. That's all you could do. You ain't no man. Listen, Cray, no, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to get all your money. Okay? You got some change, some coinage in your pocket. I want it. I'm not going to jeopardize what's about to happen for me. I'm about to be catapulted into greatness here, and I cannot afford for you to fuck that off for me. You ain't finna make no fool of me. And then here we go, Barry, with your punk ass, you know, talking about his sexual orientation. And I just was like, okay, I mean, y'all act like people ain't really racist. Or y'all act like people really ain't bigots and that people don't have biases. They do, and it comes out when you're angry. Fuck you, nigga. All that comes out, and it's not nigga, it's nigger. All of that comes out when people are angry. You get to see who people really are, what comes out of their mouth, what they automatically, their instinct is, will tell you if they're a little racially charged. Okay, don't think that black people don't have biases too. Yeah, so I'm excited to see next week, because there's some things, one of which is Barry and Justin having a conversation, and Justin saying, pulling his card, I want to see how that goes. And I really want to see, we saw Rachel, which is Reagan's friend. Rachel's husband too is a football player, also played for the Saints, played with Jeff, and she's going to have a heart-to-heart with him, with her about Jeff. Like, you can't just leave. I can't wait to see this conversation, because somebody needs to pull her coattail. Everybody needs a friend that's going to tell you the truth out of loving kindness. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of Southern Charm New Orleans Season 1, Episode number 3, 50 Shades of Cray. Don't forget to give me all of your input down below in the comments. Let's have a dialogue. How am I know what you think if you don't tell me? Let me know down below. Again, don't forget to click that subscribe button if it's your first time here, and the notification bell, so you're alerted of all the videos that I upload. The two go hand in hand. They do. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll see you on the next video.